So Behavior just announced their changes from PTB and Live. This is LSD, and let's get into it. New weakness duration now increased by 6 seconds when a survivor is injured by UVX. So that's good because obviously they were having issues of getting it off too fast apparently. Even though I think he's pretty good on indoor maps anyway, but obviously like no one wants to go to those. So fair. Change increased hindered effect on airborne hits from 3 to 6%. Also very probably good change. Honestly, he did not feel really good to hit him directly with his power, which is kind of like a skillful interaction, so he should be rewarded for somewhat doing that. And then change increased blindness duration of homemade mask add-on to 60, which, that's literally just in line with every other killer add-on, so, fair. The pig, they just reverted the change to the bear trap timer. Now it's 150 again after they moved it to 180. Small change, not a big deal. Huntress, which was actually a really scary thing in the community. We were worried about her becoming too strong, and they did end up reverting one of the changes, and they decreased her movement speed back to what it was with the hatchet instead of having it buffed, making it more of a actual mindful decision instead of just holding the thing up. The clown, I guess they're changing the redhead pinky finger to now limit it to 1 instead of the 3. So now it's just like Huntress's Eerie add-on, and it will actually make things not terrible and terrifying like we were concerned about. This should be pretty good for the game, and with his new update, I think this will be a good way to make sure the bad playstyle doesn't get used. Sable's perk Invocation Weaving Spiders had a decently different change. Originally, it was adding 15 charges to each gen when it was completed, but now it's reducing the total time on each of them by 10 seconds. Or stacks, or whatever you want to call it. But that I don't know. That might make it at least a little better. I don't know how much. I mean, it nerfs some of the perks that can like counter this. So I mean, that's not bad. And then like there's a combo with BMP. This is an interesting thing that could be explored. And I think this makes it at least better. I don't know if it's still playable or not yet. Okay, Strength in Shadows also got a minor change. They just increased the healing speed to 7. It was 60 in the PTB. I mean, the perk is niche, but fine. And don't think it really needed the buff, but it's fine. And lastly, the Wicked perk, it got reworked, which we already knew about, which allows you to unhook yourself for free in the basement the first time, obviously, and then whenever you are unhooked or you unhook yourself, you can see the aura for 20 seconds, which is pretty good. It's not too insane, but it's not awful. I can see people running it. It's fine. And then they started watching a couple things. The Unknown, it takes some time for new killers to settle. We'll be watching to see if the Unknown is too strong, too weak, or if any points of frustration arise in the coming weeks and months. Usual stuff. Invocation Weaving Spiders, being a brand new mechanic, it takes some time to see how the invocation perks fit into the game. The effect is strong, but carries a significant risk. We'll be watching closely to make sure they end up in a good spot. Duh. The pig, as mentioned previously, we made some pretty significant improvements to the pig's ambush ability and let her reverse barrel trap timer untouched for the time being. We will monitor her performance in the near future to ensure that these changes don't push her over the top and reevaluate as needed. And that is it, guys. That is the end of the changes for PTB to Live. And hopefully things look like they're going into a good place. Nothing too crazy, actually. I mean, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Bye.